I'm doing MIRSE. I don't know what that means. Ooh, I like this intro. What? Oh.
Should be better for plenty of reasons. I mean, you could start in free agency. They had Kevin Zeitler and Dan Moore. You can come over to what they did in the NFL draft. Of course, the number one overall pick, getting Cam Jordan here. Hopefully, somebody out of this pass catch is a fourth-round wide receiver. Fourth-round wide receiver is Gunnar.
I don't want time.
Help there. They added some offensive linemen in the draft. So the goal here is that free agency with the offensive line.
Okay, I can't get that. Wait, those have thick boxes.
They also have some new people coming in on their staff. Offensive coordinator Nick Colch wants to set up the run game through.
Okay, I don't want to do that no more.
Looking at the competition, it's the same competition. Like right now, it's Tony Pollard is last year.
Amethyst.
Sure, he was the main running back because Andre Spears was hurt last year, and Tony Pollard, there was a couple of weeks where he really went off. He had these huge.
I don't want to do this.
All that efficient. He wasn't a guy that said, okay, yeah, that's definitely going to be the RB1 this year. And what gets really interesting here is when you look at the ADP, the average draft position right now in the draft, Tony Pollard goes as the running back 26. He goes ahead of guys like RJ Harvey, which I think is insane. Let's scroll down until we get to Kyle Spears. We're still scrolling all the way down here. Kyle Spears.
God, I can't do that. What's that you?
He's going like the 14th round of 10-team leagues right now. I think him and Tony Pollard are going to start the year in a split backfield. Spears is the more explosive back, yet he's currently going like 6, 7 rounds later in drafts. It's just crazy.
No.
One example of where people are taking of what happened last year and just putting it onto this year, even though there's a lot of context that needs to be added, I think they're making a mistake with Tyjae Spears. And right now, a dude who's going completely free. You want a deep sleeper, right? You tune into these videos, you're like, how can I get an edge over my league mates? I'm like a die-hard fantasy guy. So is everybody in my leagues. Here's the guy who can help you do that. I'm talking about DJ Giddens. This is a rookie right now who is maybe one of the best handcuffs in fantasy that nobody is talking about now. Nobody's probably ever going to be talking about this summer. He is the handcuff right now behind Jonathan Taylor. This is the backfield for the Colts. They brought in Khalil Herbert. We'll talk about him in a second. He's an aging veteran. And then they draft DJ Giddens, the only running back that was basically brought in this season in the draft.
I keep on dying.
Some sort of explosiveness.
I can't do that. In circles. Wait, Oreo. Oh, no. Trio.
According to Player Profiler, 223 yards, 258 yards. What that means is he's coming off of back-to-back seasons of 1,500 yards.
Is that what the circle stuff? But harder?
It should be noted that Khalil Herbert was brought in free agency. He's now a member of this team. He's somewhat interesting as well if you're talking about like some of those deeper fantasy leagues. But this is a guy, you look at the last 2 years, 2024 did nothing. 3.6 yards per carry this to this year. 2023, he had every opportunity in the very backfield. They were just hoping for somebody to
I can't do that. Did I just see an upgrade level?
Basically been 3 years since we've seen a decent year from Khalil Herbert. He's been on like 3 different teams since then.
Oh, I'm a little slimy.
I'm going to assume that the rookie
What?
DJ Giddens, who put up that production in college, who has 4.43 speed, who tested at the combine and had 95th percentile burst, that's his jumps, his explosiveness, top 5% of any running back to ever attend the combine. I'm going to just assume that hopefully he can get his way transitioning to the NFL in terms of getting comfortable in an NFL camp and probably be the RB2 on this team heading into week 1. And that's important because Jonathan Taylor has been injured each of the past 2 years. He's been injured in the majority of his seasons in the NFL. And when guys fill in for him in this Colts offense, it usually works out. Like over the years when JT has gone down, I mean, literally last year alone, do you remember the names Trey Sermon, one of the most inefficient running backs in the NFL?
I actually don't know.
Well, find out.
Tyler Goodson came
Did you
out
just knock it off?
a revelation catches 4 or 5
Pretty sure
balls a
this
game
one
last year.
something
Or heck, look
else.
back at 2023 when Jonathan
What did you
Taylor was
knock
working
off?
through his contract and injured to start the year.
Like a plate and a cup?
I told you if you gotta lay down, put your feet that way.
Okay.
Zach Moss was a top 20 running back, averaging 13 fantasy points per game, and he was ineffective. And now you get Giddens as the potential RB2, who is way more explosive than any of those three running backs. Tyler Goodson was so explosive, and we saw how well that turned out for him. He was putting up 10 plus fantasy points a week on average. Giddens right now goes as the running back 59 in drafts, 184th overall. So basically not drafted in most leagues. I mean, he's going down next to Alec Pierce, a wide receiver 3, 4th, 5th option in his passing attack. Mason Taylor, a rookie tight end, wide receiver, same interesting. This is what you're getting, like a handcuff with a lot of upside. Jonathan Taylor gets it every year. If he misses a month of the season with a high ankle sprain, Giddens is going to be a flex option. And I have some similar thoughts about Roschon Johnson, who as of right now, like so far in fantasy football, he's done nothing special. He's played 2 years in the NFL, he's done nothing, but I really think that could change in 2025. Because first off, his situation, his landscape, his role should be completely different this year. Look at this. These are the Bears offseason changes. That's a huge part of the fantasy blueprint. The team
What?
this tracker, obviously just one of the very small tools. It's a big tool, but just one of the small pieces. And you can get in the blueprint. You can check it out.
Wait, how?
Down below. They upgraded their offensive line. Jonah Jackson, Joe Tooney, and Brown.
Since I don't have a bag yet,
Roschon Johnson is back as the guys coming back, and the other big piece is the new coach in Ben Johnson. The same guy who over the past 2 seasons made the Detroit backfield the #1 backfield total in fantasy points the last 2 years, with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. And I would say that as of right now, you look at Roschon Johnson, he's kind of David Montgomery there. The bigger back, the red zone back, and Roschon Johnson himself is a great pass protector and pass catcher. But so far in his career, he's been buried through these 2 years on a Chicago depth chart. And I think a lot of that is just because of terrible coaching the last year and a half, or really 2 years in Chicago on offense, and just giving terrible players more opportunities or putting good players in more situations. But the opposite should be true this year, because we've literally just seen it with Ben Johnson. Like, he just kind of has the formula here. The improved offensive line. He went out and got his guys. He now has a backfield where probably both guys are going to be used, but as of right now, Roschon Johnson's ADP does not reflect that at all. And we'll talk about that ADP in a second, but last year Johnson dealt with some injuries, and just honestly, he was buried for some reason. They used him as like this only goal line or shoot yard stumper. Even
this is actually terrifying.
But as a rookie in a backfield
Wait, this
with 3
is
guys who are
just
getting usage,
jumper.
he had 34 catches. As a rookie running back, 34 receptions on 40 targets when he was getting like 30% of the snaps. That's a great starting point for a guy who should only expand his role this year with Ben Johnson. And as I mentioned, the only running back this team added was Kyle Monangai as of this recording, and so it looks like it's going to be DeAndre Swift and Roschon. We've already seen Ben Johnson take carries away from DeAndre Swift in the past. I'm not sure if
What
he'll do it again.
happened to
The past 2 years
Jumper?
has been a pretty serviceable and solid running back at times for 2 different
scary.
teams. So when I just look at where Roschon Johnson is going right now, it's honestly comical. Like, he is the RB2 on an offense that is trending up. Everybody wants pieces of this offense, and he's currently going as the running back 68 in drafts.
At least it has no time warp.
Being drafted in any sort of league right now, even though there's a real chance that by the time they get to camp,
Oh,
Ben Johnson
God,
might see him as the bigger back, the better pass
scary.
protector and catcher than DeAndre Swift, and just say, yeah, that's our RB1, or at least 50% of the snaps guy, and he's going undrafted. Makes no sense. Man, that was a lot of hot fire. Now, before we keep going into this, I just want to let you know that my free 5-day fantasy email course is live right now. It helps you avoid the 5 biggest mistakes I see in fantasy
No,
drafts.
I'm not doing that.
Football.com. You can check it out, startwinningfantasyfootball.com. It's completely
What?
free. You just enter your email, and I send these to you. It's the 5 mistakes. I spent 20 to 25 hours putting this 5-day email
What?
course together.
I don't
These are the
get
things that over the
this.
past 10 years or so since doing this full time, that I see the same people
I
make these
actually am
mistakes,
just
and that's why you're finishing in
spam.
6th place or even 2nd place and not winning the league. So if you want to get access to that, you can just click the link in the description below, or go to startwinningfantasyfootball.com. And if you want to go even deeper, my 2025 fantasy blueprint is live right now. My top 300 rankings, player tiers, must-haves and avoids, in the weekly in-season tools, and a whole lot more.
I think
Right
the
now,
person
the
that
pricing
made
this year
this
is going to be dynamic, so as more people buy it, the pricing goes up, which means right now is the cheapest price you will find. That is also linked in the description if you want to work with me one-on-one this year to help you win your league. Now, the next situation I want to look at is actually the Washington Commanders backfield, both Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler, because I think both these guys are pretty set up well to beat their ADP, and maybe even one of them smash their ADP right now. Now, let's start with Brian Robinson. This is a guy who last year for 2024, most of the season he was banged up. When he was actually out there and healthy, which was only about half of his games, he was productive. So much so that in just 14 games, 11 of which he came in without an injury designation, he put up 799 yards. When you factor in his receiving production, he had almost 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. Again, this is a guy who was really healthy for about 8 total games last year. And what I more so want to focus
I
on
can get that.
to fall apart. You can see right here he suffers his knee strain in week 4, and after that he's gone for about immediately comes back, and as you usually see with these things, your body's just not back to normal.
Well, sort of. Oh god, I like that. The back room.
And then it's like everyone's like, oh, Brian Robinson stunk last year. No, he was literally a top 12 back. And then he got
Why would I
say
know?
similar things for
Yeah, you're in the back rooms, because I do know. Why do I know about the back rooms?
In 11 full games last year, but when he was out there, he was exposed. He led the NFL, averaging 6.5 yards per touch amongst running backs. He led all running backs, averaging 10.5 yards per reception, and he was top 5 in fantasy points per offense. His production wasn't bad. He's just being forgotten because he missed some games and left some games early. But even when he returned for the playoffs last year, he was also productive. He was having games of 5 and 4 receptions, and making big plays in the moment. And now heading into 2025, as I mentioned, this offense has improved. Like, you just look at the offensive line. They go out there and they trade for Laramie Tunsil. Obviously, they get Debo that can help them as well. But the big thing is the offensive line. It was bad last year. Laramie Tunsil they trade for. Nate Herbig, okay, you can make of it what you want. They spend a first-round pick on Josh Conley in the draft. The offensive line is going to improve. Debo Samuel, we hope that the offense
No, that doesn't work.
offense sustainable going to the red zone, which only helps both of them back. But despite this, as of right now, Brian Robinson goes as the RB34 in drafts. And honestly, like, I'm not as high on Robinson. I think earlier, like, one guy here can really break their ADP is Eckler, and more on that in the second case when he's going. But Robinson is borderline top 25 guy. I would rather have him than guys above him, like an Isaiah Pacheco, like a DeAndre Swift, like definitely an Najee Harris, right? But let's keep going until we find Austin Eckler all the way down here. There he is. Austin Eckler is currently going in draft as the running back 50. But running back 50 in drafts, even though he was productive, number 1 in yards per reception, yards per reception amongst running backs last year. He's going after Dylan Sampson. Next Sampson, maybe not even
What does it mean by 4, 1, 2, 3?
Cuba Hubbard. You keep going here. As of right now, J.K. Dobbins not on the team. Straight backup running backs all next to Austin Eckler. And I get it.
I don't get that. Of course, it's a 2 level. Green Forge.
Eckler going almost outside the top 50 backs can really be valued too. And now this next guy we're going to talk about is RJ Harvey. And this might seem crazy because I'm talking about him all summer, all season. I get it. So you may be saying, he's already going to be properly valued. I'm coming 3 weeks away saying that he's still not going where he should. If he landed in
What?
perfect landing spot and possibly good, and let me just remind you of what this guy did in college because he was a monster. He put up nearly 1,600 rushing yards last year, averaging 6.8 yards per carry, and led in college football in explosive running. And over the last 2 years in college, as Dan Bluebell pointed out here,
I did not like that at all.
Ashton Genty carries of 20 plus yards. Harvey had the same amount as Ashton Genty.
Oh, I didn't
and
know it
rushing
was
TDs,
ball.
only Genty had more with 4 more. So this dude was extremely productive last year. Then he goes to the combine and he tests well. Now he lands with second-round draft capital and a wide open
Quiet
back.
journey.
Led by Sean Payton, which let me show you.
I like
Great tweet
this.
by Ian Harden. Sean Payton's best running back in fantasy land by year as a
Wait,
head
it's
coach
not
in the
even a
NFL.
2
I mean,
level.
going back to 2026 where he had Reggie Bush, right? Top 10, top 5, top 5. Then he has Pierre Thomas. Okay, he was a top 20.
God, I
After
like
he keeps
this.
going here. His top draft picks. Mark Ingram was a top 12 pick. Number 2, number 10. Then he gets Kamara, another top draft pick. Spent day 2
Oh.
capital on him. 4th, 8th, 1st, 5th, right? This is insane.
I keep on forgetting it's ball.
Or 3rd round of a fantasy draft. That guy, or an NFL draft, I should say. So we'll back up. Whenever Sean Payton is drafting a running back in the top 3 rounds of a draft, they have an average finish of an RB12 in fantasy. That's insane. And there's some concerns like, oh, RB Harvey, he's a little bit smaller. Is he going to play on 3rd down? Is he crazy? What? What are you talking about? Of course he is. But at least we got that clarification from Sean Payton, a great account here on Twitter, Coach Peak Index. You can create an issue says, I know the question. Is he going
What
to
was
play
this?
Well, he's going to play on 3rd down.
I didn't know it was Wade. I have to get used to this first. Oh, I like it. I want the coin.
Doesn't have Javonte Williams, so there's almost 200 touches up for grabs right there. Javonte was top 5 in
I really want the coin.
It's RJ Harvey's land right now.
No,
RJ Harvey legitimately already
I like Quick Journey, but it's hard to get used to. I'm just. I accidentally opened that sword after I hit it. Oh, yes. I wish I would've. I wish I would've.
He's going as a running back 27 right now. He's going after Tony Pollard, who I just mentioned is probably in a split backfield with Tyler Spears. Not even that impressive himself in terms of polish even at this point. He's going after Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, who's a 3rd round pick and has to compete with James Williams, who's still a productive running back. Quinshon Judkins, one of the worst offenses behind the safety offensive line with 2 other running backs in your own quarter, Dylan Sampson and Tyson Johnson. This is crazy. RJ Harvey should be a borderline top 10 running back, and probably will be by August. You need to make note of that right now. He's a priority in all drafts. Yeah, these 5 running backs we talked about, 6 instead of 2 commanders running backs, they're not getting enough love, but they should. And the best part is they're all cheap. If you can just land like 1 or 2 of these guys in your draft, well, great. And as long as you want to uncover all of the values in your draft across all positions in every single round, the best and the worst picks. That's exactly the fantasy blueprint that I mentioned earlier. The blueprint, you can check it out and work.
What is this?
I'll work one-on-one with you to help you win your league in the blueprint link down below. And if you want to see my top 30 running backs ranked in order from best to worst, you know exactly how to attack the early to middle rounds of your drafts. Well, that
I
video
believe
is
I believe I can fly.
It's like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so long as they only pay.
What? A dash layout. Oh my gosh.
Geometry Dash.
Well, at least I beat it, but I glitched it. Whoa.
Compassionate officer, a devoted husband, and a proud father.
I couldn't find it.
February 21st, 2011, during one of those routine shifts.
Bro, I meant to go.
At around 10:30 p.m., he responded to a 911 call reporting
Well, I'm
a suspicious
cooked.
person near 3rd Avenue South. The caller described a young man walking through a backyard with a brick in his hand, a slender teenager, black, approximately 5'9" to 5'11", wearing a dark hoodie and shorts. By 10:37 p.m., Officer Crawford spotted someone matching that description and stepped out of his cruiser to approach him. What happened next was sudden and violent. The teenager opened fire, hitting him 5 times with a short gun. The nearby backup
God, this is slow.
arrived at
No, I'm cooked, I'm cooked.
lying in pavement.
I should have known.
Medical center but died shortly after from multiple gunshot wounds. In the hours that followed, law enforcement launched the largest manhunt in St. Petersburg history. More than 200 officers from the city and surrounding agencies established a perimeter around the downtown
I should have
area,
kept
on
going.
the block for the suspect. And it
Whoa.
wasn't long before they found their first real clue. CCTV footage from a nearby surveillance camera.
Well, this is easy. Hitbox. Okay, I shall hold.
At the crime scene, investigators have recovered one black Nike flip-flop near Officer Crawford's body, and the other several blocks away, which were clear signs that the suspect had fled on foot and lost his shoes while running. In the face of this evidence, Nicholas was brought in for an interview, but he wouldn't come alone. The following footage has been provided to
Guys,
us by the St. Petersburg
what do I do? Okay, I'm not wasting my time because, like, well, nah. So, like, what? How do I even beat that? Yes, retry, retry. Yes. And
These are Nicholas's
the
parents,
hitboxes
and
wrong.
they had been trying to steer their son in the right direction for years. For starters, Nicholas didn't grow up under easy circumstances. He was raised in a low-income neighborhood marked by gang activity and violence. According to family members, his father struggled with addiction and spent time incarcerated, leaving Nicholas to take on more responsibility at home from a young age. Despite the challenges,
The only reason I know of retry is because somebody said it's the hardest easy level ever. No, it's not.
Nicholas even spoke to the youth in his community about his experiences, encouraging them to make different choices. At one point, the mayor of St. Petersburg even visited their home and remarked that Nicholas seemed like a young man with potential. That same commitment to helping him do the right thing carries on into this interrogation room, as the two urge their son to tell the truth about what really happened.
Yep, all 3 coins. Yes. I love retry. No, not Jax. But I know this level and I like it.
Alright, you ready? What you need to do is answer yes or no. Answer the question. N-I-C-H-O-L-A-S. What's your last name? L-I-N-E-S-C-Y? What's the word?
No!
What's your answer?
And plus, this is not a nightmare, bruv. This is wrong. Pregnant man emoji, pregnant man emoji, pregnant man emoji. Okay.
What do you take?
What about end of line? What?
You wanna go for a walk? How long?
No.
So right now, you're not in the influence. You know where you're at. You know who he is. You know. Okay.
So you have 12 weeks to come call.
God.
What's the last grade you completed at school? 9?
Why so many fake orbs?
I need you to say it out.
At least I tried to do it. Can you stop throwing in walls, please? And those portals just killed me.
Do you understand anything you say Canon will be used against you in court of law?
No! Wait, what is this rank? A normal level? What about 9 circles? Oh, that was fake. I keep on forgetting that's fake. Why do I keep forgetting it's fake? Oh. Why? Also, why about that? Oh my. Is that the case? Yeah, that's why you didn't do it like that. I keep on forgetting. Playing circles is hard to get used to.
Before detectives began questioning Nicholas Lindsay, they
Acid
obtained a signed
Factory.
Miranda waiver, including signatures from both Nicholas and his parents. In Florida, police aren't legally required to have a guardian present when interviewing a minor, but the interrogation must be conducted fairly, and in serious cases like this, where a juvenile is facing a capital charge, having both parents in the room serves
No.
an important purpose. Their presence, along with their signatures on the Miranda waiver, helps ensure that Nicholas's statements hold up in court.
That's what happened,
What? My only good run just got ruined by something.
AAA billing work.
Wait, that was not fake? God, I keep on autoplay error. Wait, this is actually cool. Luckily it got rated auto because I would have clicked those words. Oh, tap them, I guess. I like how the music just matches. Oh, I played this before. Flappy Hexagon. I like Hexagon Force. No! I should not have flapped there. Okay, now the end it's spice in there. That makes it Speed Racer.
So if you're in that parking lot on the upper side. Yeah.
When a demon looks good, just know it was purposely made a demon. I didn't see those pads. I got scared. I clicked on. I do that with what's it called? should not have done that. I didn't know it was going to shoot fireballs. What? Oh. No!
And you said they got from here to that door. Yeah, right there. But not this door.
How am I dying?
Okay. And where did the shots come from?
Oh, that's what happened if you go out of your way to get the coin.
Where at?
Well, at least I teleport. Whoa! Guys. X. Of course, it has to be named after Elon Musk's child.
Did you pop
Why do I just become slower? Like, why does that happen? Like, that actually is a triple spike now. Why did it essentially jump in twice? Okay. Yeah. I spy with my little eye.
We talked some birds. There's
Okay. That is extremely hard.
tall, fat, skinny. What's his hair? What kind of car is he?
I like this. It's soothing.
What kind of goal do you have?
I didn't see this spike because of how dark it was. I don't like how dark the spikes are in there. On here, not there.
Who else you tell?
Before moving any further, it's important to understand Nicholas's story so far. He claims that
Adorable Basic 5.
near an AAA building. However, Nicholas avoids giving a direct answer on how he broke in. But this is something the 911 caller can answer for us, who had originally
Is naming everything Dorby Basic now just the Geometry Dash trend?
According to Nicholas, the car would be
Or
stopped,
something?
and that is when Officer Crawford pulled up nearby. So far, parts of this story align with what investigators already know, but what comes next doesn't hold up. Nicholas says he heard gunshots, saw the officer fall, and then ran away, which is a lie. What he doesn't realize is that police are holding back a critical piece of evidence, something so significant that even his parents will step in and pressure him to finally tell the truth.
Ooh, I like this. Oh, I forgot I wasn't involved. Well, I was involved, but like not anymore. I forgot Cube is at the beginning. Wait, what if I just hold? Oh, it happened that last time I held.
And you're having a hard time with it. You're obviously having a hard time with it. I'm not that, but I think it's even it's a bigger.
I don't get why this is rated how it's rated.
You don't want to say it, you go along with that. You don't want to disappoint that.
Did the map forget I wasn't in?
That saw everything that happened. There's only one person that the officer.
Back on track, RM.
So your parents here.
I didn't jump.
There's a reason why you did what you did. He needs to know. They jumped off the cliff. You know that. But there's a reason why. Tell us what happened.
I like this. It's better than the OG. Oh, you weren't supposed to jump. What's the point of that anyway? I'm back under RM. Oh, I didn't see that song. Got it. Gorgeous version of one. So there's supposed to be like 99 or below versions of Apologies. What? I don't get that. Supersonic speed. Oh, speed was in.
Okay, then tell us what
I keep on forgetting that portal was there.
2024 CR233.
High Hill.
State of Texas versus Larietta Nicole Holmes. Black parties announced for the state. Defense. Are you Miss Holmes? Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonition? With your attorney, did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with injury to the elderly, bodily injuries that's a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison.
I love how I casually accidentally jumped, but that came in a good time. Oh. I'm very skibbity alpha. Geometry Dash is for Sigmas. And Sigmas only. If you're not Sigma, don't play Geometry Dash. If you're Sigma, I recommend playing Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash.
41% rostered. He's got 3 home run since his return, and he's also passing the ball on his rehab assignment too. So while we're a guy,
God, High Hill is hard. Ominous.
Spot. The Twins have struggled sometimes for offense. You see Royce Lewis can't buy a hit recently.
LDM.
But I look at Warner as one of these dudes that for outfield depth, as we're getting closer to the summer months here, where more injuries are going to happen inevitably, having depth in the outfield, especially those 5 outfielder leagues, is crucial. I think Walner's a guy worth picking up. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's kind of like the Twins' Ben Rice. The profile.
Dear nostalgists. What was all those portals for?
What's the difference? Expected batting average
Actually.
20 to 30 points higher than it was in previous years.
so it supports a better batting average. He walks like 12% of the time, hits the ball crazy hard, average 92.
No.
And that's lower than it was last year. And sometimes they put him on the leadoff spot. So I actually think Matt Wallner is a super sneaky one. Fifth outfield type of guy, 15 team, maybe even potential 12 team.
Wait, what is this rated? An easy demon?
If the average sits in the 250 range, Matt Wallner is going to be tough to not be a
I like this one.
fantasy asset. And I just think the hitting profile just screams as somebody that we want to try to invest in. Again, 10 team league, both of these guys we talked about, probably not quite what we're looking for, but I think 12 team enough we should be looking at both Barger and Matt Wallner. And I might prioritize Wallner a tiny bit over Barger.
I didn't see the key.
That's a good one. I think I would completely agree with that. Let's talk about two guys.
There, I'm getting used to it.
They may not be playing that position in the big leagues. One of them played back to last weekend with a call-up. He's rostered in 20% of leagues. Shortstop who's going to play some...
I accidentally kicked my cat. No.
Rostered. Luke Jackson has not been lights out in the closing role. Garcia has 3 saves on the year. 23 strikeouts, just 8 walks. He's got a 1 whip, a 2.25 ERA. If you're in a deeper league, is Garcia somebody that's stashing for potential saves as the season goes on?
Yeah, and more importantly, 2 of those 3 saves will come in 2 of the last 3 games that he's pitched.
Bro, I hate that. My phone just got ruined by
Lopez and
my phone not
and Hunter Green.
silencing.
I imagine this loss percentage is going to be something like 75. But that's all right. If you're not paying attention. If you listen and you stash them already, good on you. I don't know.
I actually hate these notifications.
But until that happens, he's 3-0 in his 5 starts. He is
Oh, like for a second I thought it was RA.
41 innings, 11 walks. He's got a sub-1 whip, a sub-3 ERA. Well, why? I mean, what's going on? I get it. It's Ryan Yarbrough. It's not a sexy pickup. But whatever's working for him right now is pitching on the Yankees. For
Why? Why did I do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I would have thought that the successes of recent might have pushed him up a little bit. There's definitely a falling knife syndrome with him. Like, you don't want to catch him on the way down. You're also missing out on a really good start. He's not a hard thrower, which I think pushes people back. He's not a name for a lot of people.
Got it.
Putter is really interesting.
Twerking Among
Every year there's
Us.
kind of like a pitch or two that becomes a thing.
God.
Growing putters.
Nobody likes Among Us no more, Jax. Yeah, Jax is one of my best friends.
24% of the time he's throwing the putter, and it's not that it's getting, big strikeout numbers. No, it's setting up low batting average, low hard hit numbers. Only 3% barrel against right now. He's getting those strikeouts up to change up. He's changing the visual of the plate by throwing sinkers and putters and just moving through. So, it's the pitch mix that's really work.
I keep on forgetting about that. Okay, I don't like that level.
Yeah, I'm not giving you a second start from our conference.
Anything that starts with B.
Then you'll know.
1 second, I'm going to try. No. Right is famous. Okay. I don't. Okay. Oh, key. I'm going to use that key immediately. I'm actually gonna use this key. Okay. That was the worst thing I possibly could have gotten from that entire thing. B again. Bloodlust. By the way, it played at the speed of light on my watch. No. You know what?
Mine is, one of the great traditional open golf courses in the old style golf courses. Greens are a little larger than most of the old style courses. The speed of the greens.
I'm gonna try it again.
The greens are
Bloodbath again, even though I already completed a Bloodbath Holy Knockouts version. It does not mean that I can't okay, I don't want to do it. Okay, guys. I heard the level. I don't get how some demon levels are rated a harder level B with a beep beep. Okay, How come every single thing that's themed to be used has the sound?
Florida. Police receive a call from an officer who reported spotting a man with an active warrant wanted by authorities riding a stolen electric bicycle southbound on US 4. Fantasy football, 2 running back.
I don't get B. No. Yeah, I don't like Pooage. I don't like Pooage. Geometry Dash. Yeah. Geometry Dash is the only thing fun these days. Cora agrees with me with that, but she doesn't like Geometry Dash. So the only thing that she likes is YouTube. Which is what I'm going to post this video on that's 47 minutes long. It might go a bit above that, but this is the 47-minute mark. Okay, I'm waiting till it's